back up. Does it say live in the top corner? Good morning. Joyce here in Avon, New York. Delightful Quilting and Sewing, a Nolting dealer. After last week's post on Tech Tuesday, I had some people that emailed me and wondered if I could do some more on how the Nolting machines actually work, the inside. So that's why this is called the Undercover story. And the title of this was actually my husband's idea. I was stumped on what to name it. So Undercover, we're going undercover of the Nolting machine and see actually how it works. So this, of course, is the NV model, brand new. And we have parts in here, parts in the arm, parts down here, parts in the back. So we're going to go undercover and take a look and see just what these look like inside and how they work. So we're going to start over here with a model that is a retrofitted CLX. Now this machine actually is about 20 years old. And I'd like to point out that what you see here in this 20-year-old machine is what you see today. They have been manufacturing these with high quality metal parts all of these years, even longer than that. And it's hard to make anything better than what you've got here, really, because of all of the metal parts. So this is what the head looks like inside the head. We're working on this one yet, still got to make some adjustments here. There's a hand wheel, of course, in the front and one in the back. And when we get this back together, the needle bar will be going down through the shaft and up through here. You can see very well the wicks that are in here that oil the top head. And I'm not sure if you can see right in here or not, but these are what are called needle bearings in here. A very effective way of distributing oil around the rotating part that's in here. And so these oil wicks come down and dribble oil into all of these rotating parts. And of course there's the 4 red oil wicks on the top of the head that you oil 1 drop every 8 hours of quilting, actual run time of your machine, which includes warming it up. So we're going to go over here and take a look at another machine. This one is a little bit newer. This is an IS2K model that has the controller on the top of the arm right here. This controller is similar to the Pro, what we find on the Pro today. The Pro stitch regulator is an upgraded version of this one that was found in the IS2K. So again, here we have the head, and in here you can see where those oil wicks are functioning. And as I rotate the hand wheel, you can see that back in there, the oil actually dribbles down into parts like that oil journal right there and goes into the machine. Now, the way this functions in the front, right here, we have our needle bar. And as the machine runs like this, the needle goes up and down here because this is attached to the shaft that comes running in right in here from the back end of the machine. Also, we have this little thing right here, and you can see as I rotate the hand wheel, this one kind of goes up and down like this. Right here, this is attached to the hopping foot. And as the needle goes down, the hopping foot goes down. As the needle comes up, you can see that this comes up and the hopping foot comes up. That's why they call it a hopping foot. The hopping foot and the needle are down together and up together. That allows it to move smoothly over the top of the quilt. You can see it operating there, up and down, up and down. We're going to go to the back end of this machine now and take a look in the back end. Now this machine is actually finished, ready to go out to the customer, but we left it apart on the back end so that we could show you what it looks like underneath the cover. So this, of course, is the cover and goes on the machine like this, and we have the hand wheel in the back of the machine as well. So the hand wheel comes off, the cover comes off, and this is what it looks like underneath. There are 2 shafts here. This is the top shaft, that we saw on the other end of the machine that operates the needle and the hopping foot going up and down. And then we have a bottom shaft down here. The bottom shaft is connected to the motor, which I'll show you in a little bit here. And there's a belt running between the two. The motor, of course, is what operates the machine. The motor that's underneath the bottom of the machine here, in the bottom of the machine. There's a cogged pulley here, and underneath the belt here is a cogged pulley here, and this very sturdy cogged belt that goes between the two. This type of belt is the same kind of belt that operates your car. Your car has cogged belts in it as well. Also here we have what's called an idler. This is adjustable, and we adjust that with the proper tension on the belt so that it's not too loose and not too tight, and it operates smoothly. So as the motor is running, the belt is turned by the motor, the pulley is turned here, the belt runs, and it not only turns the shaft on the bottom of the machine, the motor does, but because it's fastened in here, it also turns the top of the machine. So this is where this top shaft going through to the front of the machine is operating the needle up and down and the hopping foot up and down. Also in the back of this, you'll see these foam cords. These are the same foam cords that come in from your, actually go up into the controller up here, but we have cords from the stitch regulator, and also this is the third encoder that is found in the Nolting machine. This one is connected to the bottom shaft and has to be in adjustment with other parts of the machine so that the bobbin and the top of the machine can be in sync with one another. So this is what the back end of your machine. Now inside the back end of the NV, it looks quite a bit different than this. All of the same parts are here. This is all there. There's more electronic parts because that operates with a tablet. But the basic parts in here for how the machine functions mechanically are the same as this. Also at the top you can see a block right here, that this shaft that holds the shaft into the body of the machine. There's a grease fitting here, and this is a very sturdy attachment that keeps this so that it doesn't move, and everything is fastened in well. This same design that you see right here from that machine a minute ago over there, that's back in the late 1900s, and they were designed like that before that time. This is an extremely good design, very, very functional, very, very strong, and the metal parts that you see in this machine are the same that you found in that one that was late 1900s, what you find in the brand new NV today. And we're going to go take a look at a new fun quilter that we're getting ready to put on a frame here. This just came in. So this is the bottom side of it. We're just getting the axles on. Underneath the back of the machine is where we find the motor. So the motor looks like this. The motors are a little bit different size on the different models of machine depending on the space that's available in here, but all of them have a very large, sturdy, strong motor like this. And on the motor there's a shaft that comes out the front end and a shaft that comes out the back end, and then of course the wiring that goes to the electricity so that when you turn it on the motor goes on. This is a brushed motor like you find in the Fun Quilter and all of the models except the NV. The NV does not have brushes. It's a servo motor. It's a brushless motor. It does not have brushes that could be changed as in this type of motor. So what we have here is this shaft right here goes to the front of the machine, and on the front end of the machine, this is at the bottom end of the machine, is where your hook assembly fastens onto that shaft. The back end of this goes through and attaches to that pulley that we had here and the belt system, so that when this runs, then it turns the top end of the machine and through the top end of the machine to your needle bar and to your hopping foot. So the top end and the bottom end of your machine are actually tied together in a couple of ways. One back here with this, and then of course out here to the hook area in the front. So we'll take a quick look at the hook area. Oh yes, one other thing here. There's a coupler right in there. You can see it's like a black piece right in there. This is where the front end of this post is connected to the shaft that goes towards the front. And all of these parts are very functional, very sturdy, that keep things aligned correctly inside your machine. And this particular coupler right here is designed in a way so that it helps to prevent vibration in your machine. So in the front end of this,
oil dripping.
In the front end of this, and we cannot access into the bottom part of this. You'll see this cover right here. This is sealed right here. There's a bronze bushing right here, and the shaft right here that goes to the bobbin area. This is sealed because this is a greased area inside of the machine. We don't take this cover off. And then of course here's the shaft that comes out that our hook assembly is fastened to. So occasionally on machines you might get some weeping around this bushing right here that might come down.
Around that cover. Woman's asking a question.
And all you need to do is just wipe it off. So one of the reasons that I recommend using canned air when cleaning this hook area out is because this is sealed. There's no way that you can get dust or lint into the internal parts of your machine. So don't be afraid to take canned air and clean it when you change your bobbin. So just looking at the needle area here from this end of it, you can see there's bronze bushings here that go into the opening in this shaft right here. One on the needle and one on the hopping foot. And as I showed you before, when the hand wheel is turned or when the machine is running, these are both going up at the same time and coming down at the same time because of the way they're connected together. So that pretty much covers what's going on the inside, the undercover part of your Nolting machine. I can't emphasize how much we believe in the Nolting machines because of their mechanically how they're built. They're built from very strong, sturdy parts, and every single model, regardless of whether it is an older model like I showed you or these brand new models, they all use the same internal parts. The metal drive rods in there, the bushings, the needle bearings, the bearings that we find in the shaft in the back that goes with the pulley. All of them are very strong and sturdy parts, including the motors. And this is what makes your Nolting run for a long, 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 long time before it really needs any kind of service. So I hope this has been informative for you and you have learned a little bit more about your Nolting machine and how it actually runs. Have a great day today, and I'll see you next week, hopefully on Tuesday.